You need that wake me up? Well, here you go. This is the recipe for you. First, we're going to start out with our Ghirardelli sweet chocolate, and we're going to also use M&Ms. We're going to use some double chocolate chunk, and we're going to use a little bit of instant coffee mix. And we're going to also use 2 tablespoons of water, 1 egg, and 1/4 cup of oil. And this is just the regular recipe that is followed on the back of the double chocolate chunk recipe bag. And of course, we have our nuts. We're going to also use 2 tablespoons of butter, or you could use margarine. Right here, this is margarine. First, I'm going to cut up 1 cup of my walnuts, and we want these to be nice and fresh, and we're going to cut these into some nice chunks. Next, we're going to open up our bag of cookie mix, and we're just going to pour that into our bowl. And then after that, we're going to add our M&Ms. And these are those specialty M&Ms. So if you can find them in the store, get as many bags as possible because they make a really good filler for your cookies. And I'm also using the coffee nut. The first one was espresso. And this is what's going to help give you that energy boost that your cookies going to have, that nice delicious flavor. I'm also going to use about 1/2 cup of the Ghirardelli chocolate. But first I poured in my chopped walnuts, and now I just measured out my 1/2 cup of Ghirardelli semi-sweet chocolate mix, and I'm going to give that a good mixing. And you can see all those different flavors and all the different textures. That's going to give those cookies a really good flavor. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of instant coffee mix, and that's going to also bring out that chocolate flavor. Once I get it all mixed up and well incorporated, then I go ahead and add my wet ingredients. This is my water, I'm adding my oil, and I'm also adding my butter, which I softened a little bit in the microwave. Actually, that is margarine. I'm sorry, I keep saying butter, but that is margarine. If you have butter, you can use it. And I'm going to go ahead and crack 1 egg in a small dish on the side, and then I'm going to also add that into the mix, and we're going to give that a good stir. And you want to make sure that you stir this really well. It looks pretty dry, but do not add any more wet ingredients. It will come out okay. And this is the texture that it will be after you mix it for about good 3 or 4 minutes. What I did is I did about 3 big chocolate chunk cookies, and I wanted to just see how the texture was going to be if I did in cookie form. But I did that, and if you want, you can do all cookies, but I did 3 cookies, and then the rest I'm going to do in a bar form just to cut back on time. I was trying to cheat a little bit. Pull that to the side, and then I have my parchment paper already set for my baking dish, and this is a 13 by 9 non-stick pan, but I'm going ahead and using my parchment paper. And as you can see, the batter is very, very thick, so you want to make sure that you want to use a very good sturdy spoon as you pull it out. And then I try to spread it out. As you can see, I'm having a little technical difficulties. It almost reminds me of a batter for brownies, but this is cookies. You just have to work with it. After you bake it in the oven according to the package, and I baked it at 375 for about a good 15 minutes. My cookies, I forgot, and I let them burn a little bit, so they got a little extra dark on the side. But my cookie bar came out really good, and it came out really, really delicious. And as you see, I cut it, and it's so soft, just like a brownie. Moist, perfect. And I tell you, with the coffee and with the M&Ms and with all that delicious goodness, this cookie bar will give you that midday pick-me-up that you are looking for. Whether you are working in a doctor's office, whether you are working in a factory, whatever job that you feel you need that little midday pick-me-up, these cookie bars are the one. And it was really simple. It really took no time. So if you really like this recipe, please hit the like button. I want you to share it, and subscribe it. And if you want the full recipe, you could go to my Facebook page, Delicious Dishes and Desserts 9708. I hope you enjoy this, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.